Are you someone who uses Ola, Uber, Rapido quite often for traveling? Let me ask you a question. When you use the app, you select the source, you select the destination location. After booking, you do get in the taxi. From the source, you travel all the way to the destination. Say, for example, I travel all the way from my office to VR Mall. So once I get down at the VR Mall, I pay the taxi driver and my connection is supposedly to be cut with him. I don't have any ties or relationship with him anymore. Post that, I go into the VR Mall. I go all the way to the second floor. I go into the Reliance Digital there. When I go there, my quick question here, let's pause everything. What are the chances that Ola and Uber is not really tracking you even after cut the meter and gone inside the mall? Let me tell you, there are high chances that this can happen not just with Ola, Uber or Rapido, but also with other applications where you share your location access to them. Let me tell you a small little story before I proceed further. When I was young, in my so-called dating days, I used to follow this technique called the remarketing or retargeting technique, where I place an advertisement to my girlfriend exactly locating her company, locating her department, locating her designation, and exactly to her, which means no one else would get an advertisement but her in the whole company, right? Imagine a company of 3,000, 4,000 employees working. She's the only one who will get an advertisement. Anytime she browses Google, Facebook, etc., she will get an advertisement on the right hand side where I pass on the message that I want to communicate to her on the advertisement. How cool is that, right? A geeky way of communicating or giving away some information. But let me tell you this, if Ola, Uber and Rapido follows the same technique of retargeting or remarketing, how cool will that be if they give a coupon code worth 200 rupees or 500 rupees to you for Reliance Trends or Reliance Digital for a span of 2 days or just for that day, because you used Ola ride today, you are a lucky winner and you got a particular coupon code that expires just on the same day, right? What are the chances you'll be tempted to go use the coupon code and buy something from Reliance Trends, isn't it? This is a typical scenario that I'm just framing, but I want you to understand. So it is possible that if your location is shared and you are communicating where exactly you are live to the provider who's given you the app, there are high chances they might integrate APIs like AdMob APIs, which can track your location and share the location to the advertisers, and advertisers can put the relevant advertisements enticing you to buy a particular product and the product expires in a day or two. Let me tell you, is there a countermeasure for this? Is there a way to prevent this happening? Yes, you can actually prevent this from Android version 11 and above. For Android users alone, I'm talking about this. Have you ever noticed when you install an app which uses location, every time you open the app, there are 3 options that actually pop up. 1, allowed all the time, meaning you're allowing the location access to the application all the time. Number 2, allowed only while you use the app, which means that you're using the app currently and that time you have to say, I allow it, right? And the third thing, not allowed. So these applications definitely work based on GPS and it definitely requires you to share the location, right? But it does not perpetually need the access to the location always, right? So it is important you understand that logic and do not give access to the location. Instead, use the second option which says allowed only once or allowed only when I give the permission. So once you do that is the only time the application can actually get access to the location. And after you step out of the ride and you get into the VR mall, what actually happens is the application does not have access to the GPS anymore. Hope you like this information. If this was something new and you really liked it, consider following me.